What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Money Class. And in this video, we're going to go a little bit off script. We're still going to talk about money, but there's a burning question that I'm seeing in certain internet circles amongst influencers. And I think everybody consumes content out here, just like you're watching this content. I watch a lot of influencers' content, and financial freedom and being able to quote unquote retire, whatever that may mean to you. It may mean sitting around all day. It may mean having the freedom to decide I don't want to work this week, but maybe I'll work next week if I feel like it. Whatever the definition of being able to step away and truly have the financial freedom or retire is to you, how much is that going to cost? Because I hear all types of numbers thrown around, but I don't see a lot of factors put in. Some of the numbers I've heard is $5 million. I've even heard a very popular influencer say $10 million is needed to be financially free in America. Now, I'm going to say I respectfully disagree, and I'm going to give a few reasons why, and I'm going to talk about a couple things that I don't hear talked about a lot. The first thing is, what type of lifestyle do you want to lead? Because I think that when you look at these influencers, they mostly assume that everybody is going to live in the most expensive places in the country or in the world. So I'm talking abroad, places like Dubai or somewhere really expensive in Europe, like, I don't know, maybe Paris. Or in the United States, places like Los Angeles or New York City, particularly Lower Manhattan, or places like Miami, South Beach, or maybe even Silicon Valley and Northern California. So some people are perfectly fine living in a small or mid-sized city, possibly maybe in the Midwest or the Mid-South, where the cost of living is not as much, and your dollar goes further. It just doesn't take as much. So I think that's one of the things that's talked about or not talked about, is not everyone is going to retire or even have the desire to retire to the most expensive places to live. Me personally, I have my eyes on several locations that are below the average cost to live because it suits what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm a bit of a minimalist. So some people need a lot of stuff. I don't need a whole lot of stuff. The next thing is stuff. Like, how much stuff are you going to need? Most of these high-level influencers seem to think that everybody cares about driving a luxury automobile, or they got to have 4 of them. A Bentley, a Benz, a Beamer, and then some supersized SUV. A G-Wagon, I guess. Or one of those Jeep Wrangler. Me personally, I was a truck driver for several years. I drove over 10,000 miles per month during that time. And I don't think most people drive over 10,000 miles a month, so they don't know what that feels like. So you may look at driving differently than me. I'm perfectly fine with a nice sedan. No, I don't want to drive a clunker. I do want, air conditioning and power windows and seats and door locks, and heated seats would be nice because I live in a climate that gets all 4 seasons, sometimes in the same week or month. So certain amenities are needed to me, but I don't have to have, 3 to 5 luxury automobiles. I'm not even going to drive that much. I probably would, all of them would probably sit except for one that I would be comfortable driving. And since I don't do a lot of joyriding, I just drive when I need to go places, it's just not something that I need. So that's something that's not talked about. Like, how much stuff are you going to have? The next thing is, how much debt are you going to carry into your senior or whatever age target you have for your financial freedom or retirement years? Me personally, as a licensed real estate broker for 15 years, I've seen countless people that could not get the home that they really desired when they had 3 or 4 children still living at home, and it was a family of 5 or 6, and they were all stuffed into a 3-bedroom apartment, and they made do. Now that the kids are grown and gone, the adults decided, well, now I gotta have 4,500 square feet and $650,000 of housing debt. And that's, generally not the best way to go into your financial free or retirement years. Like, the less debt that you're taking with you usually means it takes less for you to be able to live the way you want to live. So everybody is not going to have $5 million or even $1 million. Some people may be able to retire great with $500,000. I'm going to talk about how in just a moment. But how much debt are you going to take with you? Personally, I want to be pretty much completely debt-free when I get ready to make that transition into having total control of my time and being able to do whatever it is I want to do with it. Another thing is, are you putting whatever money that you do have to work for you? So you could have $2 million to retire with, and if you're not doing anything with it to invest, if it's not working for you at all, your money eventually will dwindle. The more frugal you are, the longer it will last, but your money will eventually dwindle. If you have your money working for you, well, your money's going to last a lot longer. And if you still have some things that you like to do for additional money, low debt, and the money that you have saved is actually earning a return and working for you, the money will probably last a long time and allow you to live the way you really want to live. So, hey, those are just some things that I wanted to bring up because I don't hear it talked about at all with the big, high-level, quote-unquote, influencers that just seem to assume that everybody has this luxurious lifestyle that they desire to have when they reach that point in their life. Some people are perfectly fine with a simple life. It makes them happy. Simple pleasures, simple experiences make them happy. So, hey, you chime in. I would like to know, what do you think? What factors aren't talked about when it comes to retirement, being financially free, and the things it takes to get there and get there successfully? So, hey guys, I want everybody to be able to live their best life. I know I'm trying to live mine as best as I can. I want to thank you for tuning in to check out this video. And that's it for this special Mike's Money class today. Class dismissed.